Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Oh, wait, when's the thing going? Pokemon Presents. Wait, when's the Presents start? I could have sworn the thing's like the 27th or something. I'm expecting we're gonna get the DLC for Scarlet and Violet announced. I don't think we're gonna really get much more than that. Maybe some spin-off things. But yeah, it'll be good to see what we got. Hey, Aiden, how you doing? Also, yeah, sorry about the slicked back hair and the rather late notice of the stream start. I had a job interview today, and I actually got back basically at like 3:30. And I started this thing at 4. So I did not have time to just rinse the hair gel out of my hair. Because I hate hair gel. It's like, I used to like slick my hair back all the time, and now I hate it. It's like, why? Why did I ever used to enjoy doing this? Because like I just don't like how my hair feels all spiky, and it's like jabbing the back of my neck. I don't like it. But how's everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing pretty well. We got the Good Boy Shiny Outbreak, so we are going to be doing our knockouts required for this. Keeping track of all of them. We are not going to be shiny hunting Froakie in addition to this. We're going to be focusing on the Dark Good Boy. Honestly, MABOSSTIF was... The funny thing is, I put shiny MABOSSTIF in the thumbnail for yesterday's stream. And then we got the MABOSSTIF Outbreak today, and I'm like, that is absolutely perfect. I've been wanting to shiny hunt MABOSSTIF for a while. And I just wasn't getting an outbreak for it. Now, the game gives me the outbreak of MABOSSTIF. Because I actually didn't even realize how much MABOSSTIF's shiny changes. They get the shiny MABOSSTIF doesn't really change all that much. It goes from like black to a dark navy blue, but MABOSSTIF goes from like the red to like that same dark blue. Exactly. Like, I really love Lycanroc. It is probably my favorite of, like, the dog Pokemon, but in terms of, like, the Pokemon that is a dog that I think best encapsulates what a dog is actually like, I would say MABOSSTIF encapsulates that best. Like, yeah, it looks nice and friendly, you know, when it's normally MABOSSTIF. And it can also, you know, just the grin that shows all the teeth, it can look really scary and intimidating in a way that, like, actual dogs can. Like Arcanine. Arcanine's a good boy. But it's hard to see Arcanine as anything other than the big, fluffy, friendly good boy. You know, like Lycanroc. It looks pretty fierce. You know, it looks pretty fierce. But it doesn't look like scary fierce. You know, it looks like it would fight you to protect the friends and the family. But it doesn't look like, you know, absolutely intimidating. This thing kind of terrifies me. Houndoom, you know, he doesn't look as much the good boy part, but it looks intimidating. MABOSSTIF perfectly bends both of them super well. And it hits all of the things that actual dogs have, and I love it. Alright, let's go count. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. We have gotten all of the necessary knockouts of the good boy. So now, let's save and let's start up. Both my shiny MABOSSTIF with floods. Nice! Very nice, Keith Wagner. Yeah, I like this. I really want to get this shiny. Is there anywhere good to set up a picnic here? Okay, there we go. There's a picnic spot. Okay, so now that we have saved, we are now going to be hunting the dark one. The dark good boy with sandwiches. What is the dark boosting? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even remember what the dark boost sandwich ingredient actually is. Let's go with that one. So, pinned message. Come on, Echoes thing load. There we go. All right. Smoked fillet is the dark one. Okay. Cucumber pickle. Smoked fillet. And we'll go Salty. Like, we have the Salty Urban Mysticos. Nobody did not go for them. Any questions? What is the best way to shiny hunt Outbreak? Use it. Yes. The best way to hunt them, the best way to shiny hunt Outbreaks is you KO 60 Pokemon in the Outbreak. Then, because KOing 60 of them gives you boosted odds. Then make a Sparkle Power boost sandwich. That will give you the maximum odds for shiny hunting things. But it is important. I mean, you can forego the KOs. 30 KOs also gets you a boost. It doesn't get you as big of a boost. But I generally recommend going for the 60 and then going for the sandwich. Are you playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I have no idea. I'm not sure why you're saying, guess. You're never going to guess it. Not sure why, but let's go. But we got our KO, so we got to go. Let's rock and roll. Also, a little bit of update news for my battling things. I have finished the playoff match of the draft league I'm a part of. The team I was super dreading, and like the thing that was giving me terror of Amoonguss, we just joked it. Like, I almost misplayed one game, but I didn't misplay and I won, and I ended up just taking the thing down. Like, it was such a great thing. I might honestly post the replay matches in the server somewhere, because they were pretty glorious replays. Keep in mind, this was a best of 5, and we only played 3 battles. I absolutely thrashed that well that we didn't need to go through the 5 games. But it was good. It was fun. Yeah, it's Pikachu. I'm already working on the one-shot guide for the Pikachu raids. Skip 3 starters, and then there's just Pikachu. Yep. Well, they have done 3 starters. They did grass. Oh, they didn't do grass. They did fire, and then water. But yes. Also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I swear, if I phase on Murkrow before we find the good boy, I'm going to be a little livid. But yeah, if you're shiny hunting in Outbreaks with a Sparkle Power level 3 sandwich up, your odds of finding a shiny are 1 in 512. So pretty much Masuda odds is like the best way of thinking about it. Even though it's your encounters are much faster than with Masuda hunting though. Yes, Pikachu is technically a starter. The reason why they have an Outbreak, Amazon. This is an Outbreak I have, and I have a bigger boost from this. I would disagree on that, Goldie. Like, I definitely will say there are a number of the very overrated Fire-type starters, but I'd say a number of them have solidly earned their place. Their Fire-type starters generally are the most powerful starters of the region they're a part of. Mostly because they tend to be the one starter that focuses more aggressive stat spreads, and Fire also generally has a bit better moves. They tend to be the attackers. So, like, they do have a little bit of an easier time, because when we play, we just like attackers. We like to hit things. And Fire types just kind of are that when it comes to starters. I didn't see the GIF. Yeah, I didn't see what GIF you're talking about, Omar. I was explaining this a little bit earlier before the stream fully started up, but I just got back from a job interview probably 45 minutes ago. So it's just been me finish setting up the stream and plugging the link everywhere and then stream startup. I have barely had time to do anything else. So I'm not sure what you mean by that, that thing. But yeah, there's definitely Fire-type starters I would say are overrated. I think Cinderace is pretty overrated. I think Delphox is actually overrated. Charizard's like the one case where I actually don't think Charizard is overrated. Because, like, well, it is overrated these days. You know, it's definitely gotten way more than it has deserved, and it definitely is aggravating these days. But it's also important to remember that early on, Charizard did not really get pushed in the same way that we think of it today as, and its popularity did grow very naturally. That was the reason why it was actually selected to be like Ash's main starter in the anime. It was naturally just the most popular one they were observing in the community. Don't know yet, Cactus. It'll be about a week before I know for that. But yeah, Charizard's popularity is actually the reason what led it to being featured in the anime more. Kind of in a weird backwards way compared to the way that, you know, starters and, well, Pokemon in general are these days, where being featured in the anime is what catapults Pokemon into popularity. Charizard is kind of the exception, but we do remember it now mostly for being like, yeah, it was Ash's centerpiece for a lot of the things, and in later media, it got really pushed into insanity. Because I'll be real, I was never the biggest fan of Charizard. However, I do believe in giving credit where credit is due. You know, credit where credit is due is something I feel is deserved, even if I don't like the origin point of that credit. So, I try to be impartial. Because that is the best way of analyzing things. But yeah, because I remember I did a massive rewatch of the Pokemon series a couple of years ago, and I was honestly surprised how little Charizard really came into play until you got to things, you know, like X and Y. Because, like, him using it in the Battle Frontier and bringing it back when he went to Unova, that was actually a good decision. Charizard is probably Ash's strongest Pokemon back at the time, so using that when it came to, like, the battle facilities did make sense. Alright, let's go get ourselves our shiny dark good boy. I would very much like to get the shiny MABOSSTIF. Well, shiny Mastiff and shiny MABOSSTIF. The good thing is that even if I phase on a VGC bird, I still like VGC bird. So I'm always happy to accept purple shinies. But yeah. How's everyone doing tonight, though? How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are all doing well. So what is everyone's thoughts for what they believe Pokemon Day is going to announce? Because I'm expecting pretty much we're going to get a whole bunch of spin-off game things, and then we're going to get DLC of Scarlet Violet news. That's all I'm expecting. I don't think we're getting a remake of Mystery Dungeon Explorers, as much as I would love that. I just don't think it's happening. You know, it's just it's one of those things where I'm too excited for that possibility. I do not want to allow myself the slim reality of that happening if disappointment sets in. Like, it's basically, I would rather, you know, think it's never going to happen and have it never happen than potentially hype myself up thinking it will happen and then being given, like, it just isn't happening. Because you can only take away hope if you have something to begin with. If you don't have hope to begin with, you can't take it away. That's my way of looking at things, as dark and cynical as it is. I also don't know if you guys can hear it. There's like a lot of wind outside right now. We have a bit of a windstorm. Come on, MABOSSTIF. Sparkle already. It is sparkling power level 3. Yeah, we are definitely seeing a decent number of Mastiff. It's just that, like, we're not getting as many as I would like. But hopefully we'll get it. Pokemon presents... Pokemon... Yeah, February... It's 27th. Yeah, it's not for a little over... It's a little under a week until we get the big Pokemon presents thing. Like, if we do get Mr. Dungeon Sky, I will honestly not have a clue what I'm going to say, because it's just like, I love that game. And seeing it again would honestly be, like, the greatest thing in the world. Because that game is delightful. Mango Berry. But it'll be interesting to see what we get, though. Because, like, with the Switch's life cycle likely coming to an end, I don't see them releasing another generation on the Switch. I think until we get the next system, we're pretty much going to be living off of spin-offs and this game. Which I'm okay with. Like, I love the spin-offs. Quite honestly, I kind of think some of the spin-offs at times, prior to Scarlet and Violet, are actually better than the mainline games. Like, as bad as that is to say, until we got this game, I thought in general spin-offs were better games. Like, Legends falls in that weird category of, is it spin-off, is it mainline? So, like, that's kind of a bit of a blank thing. It's a gray area. Like, I consider Legends a spin-off. I don't consider it a mainline game. But I know a lot of people will, like, think otherwise. Because, like, I consider XD Gale of Darkness and Coliseum to be mainline games. New Nuzlocke team is now Crocolore, Makukita, Oinkalone, Squawkabilly, Marill. Pretty happy with. Does the Marill have huge power? Because if it does have huge power, you're rolling in good. You're rolling in absolute goodness right then. Yeah, freaking huge power. Like, huge power Marill, I mean, just huge power Azumarill is honestly just broken when it comes to freaking Nuzlocks. It's terrifying. I love it. I mean, there's a reason why I've used, like, huge power Pokemon in like, draft leagues before. They're terrifyingly effective. Because yeah, I've been helping Landon a bit out with his draft league teams for the Elite Battle League. Which is, like, just, like, a couple of things, like, improving things here and there. And I just showed him some damage calculations of how much damage... Like, because he has on his team Diggersby. And I just showed him, like, yeah, this is how much damage Diggersby does with priority quick attack. And it's just like, that's horrifying. And it's like, yeah. Like, huge power is kind of bonkers. Oh god, I went on the mountain and found a giant purple black dragon. Ah, you found Nadra then, Aiden. Well, welcome to Nadra. They are, I mean, obviously, like, it's the Lanayru dragon stand-in. But yes. You need to do a boss battle with this one. Yeah, this is like boss battle light. It still saddens me that Breath of the Wild, though, doesn't really have a whole lot of, like, mini-bosses. Because, like, that's, like, one of my favorite thing about games is like, mini-bosses. Like, boss battles are awesome. Mini-bosses are also pretty awesome. And Breath of the Wild just didn't really have those. But my big hope for Tears of the Kingdom is it's basically Breath of the Wild, but with a more involved story and mini-bosses. Like, if they deliver that, I think that will probably be, like, the best game on the Switch. Sadly, it doesn't. Still kind of happy with Thick Fat. I mean, Thick Fat's okay. Like, you can switch it into Fire type and Ice types, like, pretty reliably now. So, like, if you have anything that's weak to ice, anything that's weak to fire, it can basically bodyguard them. So, like, it isn't great to have thick fat, but, like, it's still okay. It's usable. There is a purpose to it. Okay, so it seems in daytime, all we are getting are MABOSSTIF. So I don't need to reset the spawns with picnics. That's good. So let's just do some wide area clearing. Like the great thing with MABOSSTIF is that MABOSSTIF's shiny sticks out. It's very, very visibly distinct from regular MABOSSTIF. Right as I'm freaking saying it, I call it or what? Did I freaking call it or what, ladies and gentlemen? We got it. I don't know if you have any recoil moves. I'm fairly certain you get takedown, so I am checking just to make sure, because I don't want to lose the shiny dark boy. The shiny dark good boy. MABOSSTIF. The boy. The very good boy. MABOSSTIF is sleep. Doggo go sleep. MABOSSTIF Pokemon. I don't think it actually has a recoil move, but I just am not going to be attacking it just to be safe. But yeah, we still got to get one more. Wait, what did I say? Right when it goes over to daytime, all the Murkrow vanish from existence. And now we get our full odds things. Yeah. MABOSSTIF. MABOSSTIF is a good boy. Absolute good boy. Mark. It is marked. Impetuous and silly. Good doggo. Granted, all doggos are good doggos. So, like, redundancy. Like, Department of Redundancy department. And we are only halfway done with our sandwich. So, we have a chance of finding another one. Yeah, now that we can just basically make giant circles, we're probably going to find them a bit easier. Because this is a much better method. It's much better during the day, because you don't get Murkrow. Murkrow, of course, gives us spawn interference, but now that the Murkrow has been eliminated, because now it is daytime, we're rolling. Nothing, because there's no Pokemon in Yu-Gi-Oh! So, I don't need to name anything, because it's, there's none. Let's do a little bit of hunting. Yeah, this is a part... Oh my freaking gosh, there's the other one. And we're done. And we're just absolutely done. Literally, like, not even a minute after the other one. We're done. We're done. It's too perfect. Alright, let me look for some dark... Let's look at some other dark types that actually exist in the game, so I need to hunt them as well. The wild MABOSSTIF fell asleep. Delightful. Oh, yes, right. There is Umbreon. Umbreon. I know where I can hunt Umbreon. I could hunt Houndour. Houndour is a potential one. No marked. Okay, so let me go check. Let's check what to hunt. Oh, the Impidimp family. Those stick out extremely heavily. Yeah, we're hunting the Impidimp family. I freaking love the Impidimp family. Like, we're doing this. Like, after that, we're just gonna hatch for Ninja Froakie eggs. Save me again, because I don't want to lose it. Just in case shenanigans. Crocodile will be able to handle easily. You say that. You think that. But are you sure Crocolore will be able to handle things? I'm pretty sure the thing's like level 80. Yeah, shiny Impidimp is blue. So all I gotta do is find a blue Impidimp. Impidimp. Honestly, I think Grimmsnarl has one of the best shinies in the entire Galarian Pokedex. Like, I love the shiny Grimmsnarl. Shiny Impidimp looks pretty good. I don't remember what shiny Morgrim looks like, but they all just look really, really good. Like, the shiny just looks really nice. But yeah, so we succeeded in getting the Dark Good Boy. Yeah, Tag Tree Forest is one of the few places where I know lag spikes occur. So, that's one of the reasons I saved as compulsively as I just did. Because I know lag spikes can just destroy the game here. Because there's a lot of just rendering. But yeah, like, you stick out like a sore thumb with just how blue you are. I'm blue, bada bee da bo da, do ba bo dee da bo da do ba do bee da bo da. Let's look for the dark little blue. Yes, I know I can hunt Zorua, but also I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna Masuda breed Zorua. Like, I'll be real. I have given a significant amount of forethought to how I'm hunting Zorua. That's just gonna be Masuda. Like, I know it's the coward's way out, but I have no desire to suffer that intensely when it comes to Zorua. Like, I would prefer to just hunt it by Masuda eggs. I mean, if I find it normally, I'll be perfectly happy with it. But, like, I'm going Masuda, like, right now. Speaking of Zorua. Trust Crocolore. I mean, if you can trust your Crocolore, alright then. But just remember, play it safe. You are doing a Nuzlocke. And Nuzlocks incur pain. We did not find both Tadbulb yet, but honestly, I don't think I'm gonna hunt Tadbulb until we get a Bellyball outbreak. Because we already got one shiny Tadbulb. I'm gonna wait for the Bellyball outbreak in order to hunt the last one. Just to, like, preserve the smallest amounts of my sanity. But yeah, right now we're just hunting some dark types. Because we got the MABOSSTIF and we got the Meshif. But I mean, after this, we gotta figure out what else we're gonna be hunting. Because I did not expect to get through it that quickly. Because, like, I mean, I guess I could hunt Grimmsnarl in here. I thought for a second I saw blue. I was wrong. My eyes decepted me. Wait. What this says, I found a wild outbreak of Glimmet at these rocky area before the Titan rarely reaches 0. There are times where outbreaks will spawn inside of rocks and they are unreachable. So you may have just had an unreachable Glimmet outbreak. I've had a number of unreachable outbreaks. Makuhita was one. Aracuda was one I had a while ago. But yeah, there are unreachable outbreaks. It's just the way they spawn in. I'm hoping they fix that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't get fixed. Because it is a relatively remote thing. It doesn't happen that often. Like, you will... you will generally go probably a week without seeing one, so you'll get one maybe every like 10 or so days. When you get like 5 outbreaks a day, that's like 1 in 50. That's not terrible. Like, is it bad that it happens? Yeah, it's annoying, but it could be worse. You know, it could happen more often. Alright, nope, not seeing any of... That one looked off color, but I know that you're not shiny because shiny is blue. And there's no possible way for something that is blue to look pink. Ponk. I have no idea what that is a reference to, Alex. Please explain. Alright, Mr. Hair Weaving Control and Nonsense. Sparkle for me. I would like a Grimmsnarl. Again, one of my favorite shinies from Sword and Shield is Grimmsnarl. And I would love to get, like, that family. Okay, so note to self, steer clear of the river, because that is where Poniard also spawns. And I do not want spawn interference. I guess it does kind of look like the Green Goblin. I never really thought about that. But now that you say it out loud, yeah, I can see it. Oh yeah, Alex, remind me after stream to send you the replays from yesterday's Draft League battle. Those Draft League fights were absolutely glorious. That was one of the Draft League battles I was agonizing over for so long. And just, no, it was just game. Like, I know you don't like Blandurus Therian. However, Dio Blando was the hero we needed in those matches. Dio Blando was an absolute hero. And yes, the entire team's nicknaming scheme in that fight were just all JoJo references. I am proud of several of them. I mean, some of them are more obvious than others. As in, like, why it's called. Like, obviously, like, the reason it's Dio Blando is just, yeah, it's just Landorus and the joke of... It's a joke. Why am I looking if I can't catch them anyway? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Glimmet's shiny. We hunted for shiny Glimmet in the pass. The one by Castleroy Lake. And we found that relatively quickly. But if you want Glamora, honestly, I think the best place to shiny hunt Glimmet would actually just be Area 0. Because Area 0 seems to have a far denser spawn area than the other locations in the game. And you will also find, like, Garganacl there. And you can even find, like, fully evolved Glamora. And Glamora sticks out really heavily. Shiny Glamora is... That is a beautiful shiny. Love it. Yeah, I'm proud of that shiny. Like, we got those pretty quickly, pretty easily. Sometimes you have to look for it, maybe not a small tunnelers. Yes, there are times where, like, the outbreaks is like in a small concentrated area, but there's some times where the outbreaks just spawn inside of unreachable rocks, and I think that is where their outbreak spawned based on the way they described it. Picnic. Let's go and do some more hunting. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Did you guys enjoy the most recent episode of Let's Go Pikachu? Because yes, I have been trying to get back into posting the recorded things, and I had that Mewtwo, like Mewtwo the Destroyer. I had that episode sitting in my recorded inbox for several months at this point. Like, for context on when that was recorded before Scarlet Violet was released. So, like, that was how long in advance that had been prepared for, and now it is finally getting posted. But yeah, it's like I'm happy that I finally have been getting back into recording and getting back into editing things. But yeah, we're gonna ease back into the recording stuff, because I'm not gonna like go full force. Everything's gonna be edited and recorded quickly. In addition to this, because I am gonna need some time to build up a bit of a reserve of recorded stuff. No, the entire outbreak is inside of the walls, Captain. Is that, like, there are no spawns of it outside. It is just purely the entire outbreak is in unreachable rocks. It isn't like the partial ones. It is the entire outbreak. I've had those happening before. Why are we now getting like even more of these spawns now? I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering why. Oh, Aiden, we already got the shiny MABOSSTIF. We got it within the first 15 minutes of the outbreak of us doing the shiny sandwich. We got it. But yeah. How are you doing? And now that we have gotten the MABOSSTIF, we are just shiny hunting, just Impidimp. Once we get that, we're probably just gonna be, once we finish up with this sandwich, I'm probably gonna be working on the Greninja eggs, all things considered. Because I would like to get rid of those. What's up? I find shiny hunting, Limit Tangle a little bit difficult because there's so much ground to cover. Even in real life. In the actual deck, when you select shiny version, this day it remains open. I love lemonades. Yes, lemonades are very useful in-game. Lemonades are also like one of the most cost-effective healing items, or at least they used to be. I don't know if the change to how super potions works affected that. But yeah, in most cases, it's best to just buy and use lemonades as for healing items. When outside of battle. In battles, sometimes it's better to use like the higher potions because you get more health out of it. But even then, like, you don't always need it in battle. Most hated glitch. Is iron mobs first enter the area? They literally just fly away. I don't think that's a glitch. I think there's like certain iron mob that are programmed to just like not ever be reachable. Because I remember in a couple of the areas in Sword and Shield, there were background Pokemon that you could never interact with, but they were just always there. I remember like Glimwood Tangle was one, where they were like the Morgrim. What do you mean by joining the shiny hunt? What do you mean by like joining? You mean like also shiny hunt something? Because we don't really do union circles. It puts a bit of a strain on the game, especially in these areas that already put a bit of a heavy strain on the game. And we have historically had some crash outs. But also, tomorrow is going to be our regularly scheduled Breath of the Wild stream. So if you enjoy seeing the Breath of the Wild stuff, that's going to be tomorrow. We are, I believe, almost 2/3 done with all of the Korok seeds. So hopefully we will finish, you know, a large number of them. And then we can work on some fighting of the Lionels and things like that. Well, okay, that is everything here. We got no shiny Impidimp. But, like, we got those 2 MABOSSTIF really freaking fast. I'm not surprised. Wish you can directly link battle trainer. I'm pretty sure that's what you... I'm pretty sure that's, like, the point of it. Yeah, I think you can directly link battle them. No good HP stat on the MABOSSTIF. Oh. We have filled up all of the boxes. Huh. Neat. I'm honestly surprised we filled up all those. You, Froakie, go Croaky. You, go there. You, go there. You, go there. 3 of you. Staying right there. Glade, you in future, you share a box. Well, now we just get back to hunting the Froakie. Because I need to get clear on these out. If we get the frickin' Froakie in this one, it perfectly makes sense. We already have Shiny Tatsugiri. Yeah, that is one of the shinies we've already gotten, Ring. Yeah, we've already gotten them. Oh, that was Torkoal's drop. That's what that sound was. Okay. But also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's get hatching some eggs. Oh, well, what do you mean? You mean trade or terror rate? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Aiden. Burp. So, let's just do a little bit of hunting. Garganiacal. We already got the Wooper family. Whoop whoop. Where should I? You know what? I think I know where I'm gonna be hunting. I think I know the exact perfect place. If friggin'. Well, that Phalanx just jumped off a cliff. Ah, Phalanx. You amuse me to no end. In many more ways than one. Hey, Roost. How you doing? Have you not gotten your Swablu yet, or you're phased on something else? How you going? Have you phased on something in addition? Have you phased again on Petalil? Or no? Or did you finally get your Altaria? But how is Roost doing? But yeah, we got MABOSSTIF. We got shiny MABOSSTIF. There we go. I already have Charizard. I don't accept trades, really. I already have Charizard. I have all of the Terra Raid bosses. We've actually been shiny hunting Charizard, but I actually have just taken a break from my shiny Charmander hunt to finish up the Froakie ones. Iron Bundle, Delibot is a very nice hunt. Watch Pokemon Power, and then Zero. Yep. I honestly really, really like all the future paradoxes, because I like how they're all chrome. I like the chrome. Okay, it's a Ring Trap. That sucks. Well, you're gonna get Obliterate anyway. Exodia, Obliterate. Goodbye. A lot of college work snuck up on me, so I've had to do that day. College sucks. Take anyone who graduated. It sucks. There's no greater statement that it just college sucks. But yeah, work will find a way to just sneak up on you out of nowhere. It just materialized out of nowhere. Maxis, how surprised are you to be once there was? I wouldn't be surprised at all. Keep waiting on the home and drop for Masuda Hunt. Yeah, see, that's the reason why I'm doing my Masuda Hunts right now, Amazon. Is I know full well when the home compatibility drops next month that everyone is going to be doing Masuda shiny hunts, and I want to, like, strike while the iron's hot. So basically, I want to get these hunts in, like, before everyone is doing them, at which point it will be even harder for, like, my hunts to get traction. But yeah, I do agree. It is very much the smarter play to wait to do them just for the convenience. But when you're doing, for streams, I think it is a bit better to do them earlier, because when home compatibility comes out, everyone is going to be doing them. Yeah, that's one thing that I remember talking with some of the guys with, is they said when home comes out, then they're doing, like, all these Masuda hunts they have been, like, building up out of nowhere. Which is why my plan is to do it early, when people are going to be seeing them a bit more, and there's not going to be as many of them. That was the plan. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Natalie. Nataline. Aiden, I'm not sure what you mean. But now we're just wandering around in circles. Yeah, I know where I'm going to be shiny hunting and Masuda hatching eggs. In addition to that, because whenever we do egg hatching, I like going to areas where we can find shinies that I still need for the living decks. And there is one area I know I still need stuff in. Give you terrible ass TM. Florado, Tatsugiri, Skeletor. Nice. Give you a terrible. Oh, I have like a whole bunch of Terra TMs. Yeah, I don't really need a whole lot of Terra TMs, because I just accumulate them out of nowhere. Well, okay, not out of nowhere. Anytime I see a TM, like a green TM ball, I always go click on it and just, I'll take that. Could be useful. I have like built up so many of them. I don't even know what the respawn timer is on them. Is it like every day? When do the TMs respawn? I'll probably do it off screen in case I ever need them. Oh, Roost, I'm so sorry to say, but like we have a Swablu outbreak in game. I already have my shiny Swablu, but it happened again. Oh yeah, okay, code mystery gift then. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do that off stream. But thank you for pointing that out. Wait, and I'm a Diglett. I still need to get my shiny Diglett. I've gotten Dugtrio, but I got the Dugtrio off of the ground sandwich that I did when I was shiny hunting for the shiny hunt and battle fight with my friend. But yeah, that's not one that's still one I need to get. Yeah, the funny thing is, that is where that Diglett is actually one of the Pokemon at the location I'm going to for the egg hatching. Trying to get into the volcano. Yes. Elden Volcano is not heat resistant. You need fire resistance. Yeah, because when the thing about Elden, when you go there, is you need flame-proof gear. Because you're not dealing with heat. You're dealing with spontaneous combustion. Fireproof lizards will give you elixirs that give you flameproof. It's gotten to the point where Neve made a joke about hunting in Gen 5, as well as probably going to get... Gen 5 has gotten to the point that Nafy was joking about hunting in Gen 5 as well, and probably going to get... Yeah, he probably will. Yes. Yeah, you need fireproof. Your heat resistance is not helpful. You need fire. You need fire. You need incombustibility. But once you get to the Goron village, I mean, there's another way of doing it. It is make a whole bunch of food items and freaking book it to the Goron village. When you get to the Goron village, you can buy the clothing that gives you fire resistance. And that's what I did. That honestly is what I did. It isn't... I mean, there is a way of getting like a bunch of fireproof lizards and then talking to one of the Gorons. They will give you one or two parts of it. But then you can buy the full set in the Goron village. I'm not sure what you mean, Aiden. Do I have a do what? Yeah, it's like you're probably gonna find something else before you find the Altaria, all things considered. As I hate to say it, but you're probably not gonna find the Altaria for something else. I'll let you know this. Nafy gets a Swablu on a 1k odds. I will genuinely give up on the bird and go for the Reggie. I mean, I would say that you might honestly want to give... You might be closer to giving up now than then. I'm going to start a Toodle Steel raid with my Crocolore. I mean, I'm pretty sure Crocolore would just destroy that thing. Well, then again, no, you probably have, like... You don't have Torch Song yet. Like, it would still get obliterated. I mean, Crocolore has... Crocolore has good special, but it doesn't have Torch Song, which would make Skeletor's broken. Like, I would say, outside of the Belly Drum users, Skeletor's is the most powerful raid battler. So, like, no Belly Drum... So, like, no Azumarill, no... So, no Azumarill and no Iron Hands. I would say Skeletor's is probably the single most powerful, like, Terror Raid Pokemon to destroy them with. But Lumina Crash on Espathra is a contender there, because it's a harsh drop to special events every single time. So, there's that. I'm gonna go for a Wiglet. Yeah, Wiglet is one that I don't know when I'm going for. Oh, nice, Spring Dealing, nice. Yeah, it's funny you say if it's not 100%, it's 50% accurate. The worst part of that is I'm in a battle format called the Elite Battle League. It's sort of a content creator battle server. And there's a few battles where I need to rely on imperfect accuracy moves in order to secure a win. So that's a little bit worrying to me. You know, that worries me. Because, I'm not going to say which opponent terrifies me the most. But there is one where I might need to go for the big move. And that scares me because I don't like relying on those. Like, there's only one Pokemon that I will ever willingly use, like 90% accurate moves on, and that's Togekiss. Because Air/Flinch hacks, you gain more than you lose. I have a 60% chance of obsoleting your turn. Jack that up to like almost a 75% chance of obsoleting your turn when you're paralyzed. Yes, those are odds I can deal with for a 5% mischance. But yeah, when it comes to like moves like Stone Edge, I just don't use Stone Edge. It's just I give up way too much. Wait, what do you mean? Time attempt to fight me? What do you mean? What do you mean, Amazon? I never agreed to battling. I never made any. Why can I not jump over this thing? There was never any agreement to battle. I mean, we made progress already. Okay. Mela. Oh, Mela. Like, okay. I horribly misread that. I misread the L as a T. Smooth brain moment. Ah, yes. The lady who walks super awkwardly because her boots are made of cardboard. I honestly expected that... she was going to turn out to be, like, the big boss of Team Star. And that she was going to be Penny's, like, big sister or something like that. Yeah, it's been pretty much 4 months to the day of Scarlet Violet's release. Wait, no, I think it's been 3. No, because November to December, December to January, January to February. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months, because, like, you get November to December is 1 month, December to January is another month, and then February, and then January to February is a 3rd month. 1 to 3. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be Dragon. Nah, it's fire. Now, I mean, the reason why it's a lizard is, like, in Japan, like, salamanders are equated with fire. Like, they are believed to be able to walk within fire, and they are not harmed by fire, so that's why it's a lizard. That's actually for the same reason that Charmander is a fire-type lizard. Is, like, that whole Japanese the Japanese association of, like, mythologically with lizards and fire. I mean, not really. Like, when a new game comes out, you know, when a new game comes out, we hit the game pretty aggressively, and we kind of have a bad sense of time. Because, like, you gotta remember, pretty much this span of time is the difference between BDSP's release and the release of Legends. You know, that's a bit of a comparison. It isn't really that long. It only feels like it's long when you're in college, you know? Bet Wiglet's lower half might be tail. And then I choose to imagine that it just is the ground. It just gradually phases into being an organic thing. Because it's just funnier to imagine it that way. But this has been going pretty well. Ow. Ow. What is with my eye? Okay. Why is my... Ow. Why is my eye hurting? Okay. I'm probably going to need to go to sleep early tonight. But... Okay. Okay. Eyes okay. My eye's okay. It's fine. But yeah, this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream than normal, because we do have our normal end time we do. But, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a shorter. I mean, I'm honestly pleased we accomplished our goal that we did as quickly as we did. So, really, all of this is just a bonus. We do a little jumping. What will it? Yeah, it just... Because the amusing thing about the Wiglet family... About, well, the Diglett and Wiglet family is just the fact that I just imagine there is nothing underneath them. Like, that's more what amused me than anything. Yeah, you really don't find rupees, Aiden, in this game what you do is you, like, sell things you find. Generally, if you ever need money, sell your monster parts. Because monster parts go for a lot of money. Because you will barely ever find rupees. The only way you get rupees from things is if you kill Yiga clan members. They will drop rupees. And also if you smash open crates and some treasure chests give you rupees. Otherwise, you're actually just getting monster parts that you sell for rupees. Which I actually like. I prefer that system to anything. Because it means I can just go out, kill a Lionel. Okay, here's a good chunk of change. But trust me, Aiden, you are going to be broke later on in Breath of the Wild. There's a lot of money sink things in that game. I say this as someone who has unlocked all of the great fairies and will be upgrading all of the armors. So, like, there's a lot of money sinks. There's a lot of money sinks in the game. Yeah, that's the other thing, just selling the ores. Though I don't recommend selling diamond. Well, actually, yeah, you can sell them early on. When my favorite usage of diamonds in Breath of the Wild is fueling the master cycle with them. Because, yes, I am just that crazy. It's my favorite thing to do. Because it is so beyond wasteful. But that's the fun part. Plus, if you ever go and you fight the Taluses, well, Talus can drop those, like, rare gemstones. Which, honestly, is, I feel, the better way of, like, getting them. Oh, yeah, just go out, fight Talus, and kill them. But, yeah, we did get the shiny good boy today. Take this up to 5. Give me my sparkles. Yeah, this Greninja Hunt hates me. And the only thing I can possibly think of for why the Froakie Hunt has been this over odds is that I have been not breeding with my Masuda Ditto that I've been using my regular Ditto. But the thing is, I know I have been breeding with my Masuda Ditto, not my regular Ditto, because my regular Ditto is in a completely different box. I always keep my Masuda Ditto and my whatever my breedject is at present next to one another. So, like, I know it isn't I'm using the wrong Ditto. Which means Weeb Frog just freaking hates me, and this thing can get thrown in a freaking steaming pot of water and get cooked into something Frenchy. Because screw you, Weeb Frog! And all your weeb nonsense. But yeah, good luck with, honestly, I would recommend you probably do an ice-type sandwich if you're hunting for Delibot. Because there are other water types in Area 0 that can give spawn interference. However, I believe the only ice type anywhere in Area 0, aside from the cave where Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant spawn, where you can find Weavile and Sneasel, there's no other ice types. Trust me, wait, have you already beaten the game, Amazon? I actually do like the Team Star storyline. Like, the Team Star storyline gets better when you understand the full context of it. Like, it's one of those things where when you understand things holistically, it's a much better story. But until it gets to that point, it's not the most interesting thing. Which I do applaud them for doing. Like, it's a lot the same with Arven. Where, like, yeah, I will be honest, Arven is not one of my favorite characters. Like, he was not my favorite character before I got far enough into the game. But when I eventually got to a certain point in the game, he then became my favorite character in the entire game, in the entire series. So, like, it's one of those things where it needs a little bit of time to marinate. I did not know that, Amazon. Yes, speedrunning was never something I could ever get into. Yes, it is. Well, okay. I would say the Path of Legends and then the conclusion of The Way Home is the most emotional part of the entire series. Like, it literally got me to break down crying. This game goes hard on punching you in your feels. And I respect it for doing that. There we go, 720. We're close. Close it in on that. Yeah, one more and then we'll be at 720. Wait. Gumi can spawn here. I did not realize Gumi was capable of appearing around here. Yeah, I know Kayla's been shiny hunting Gumi as of late. So maybe this is probably the place for Kayla to hunt Gumi. I mean, granted, the best way to hunt Gumi is go play Legends, because that's the easiest way to hunt Gumi, the easiest way of hunting Gumi. But also, Legends is got some quirks. And go away. So that's the first box down. Delightful. Yeah. I hope I can get, like, another stumble on Shiny Gumi. Because I need one more Gumi, and then I have the entire Colosian line completed. Then I would just need 2 more for the Hisuian one, which I need to go play Legends for that anyway. Yeah, Legends is a game I'm unsure when we're going to be replaying it. The fighting base will be absolutely difficult. It's just due to the Annihilate and the fact that a Pokemon all have different stick types. I don't really think her team is that hard. Like, the biggest issue I had when it came to Aries' team was really just the level cap. But once I got up to the same level as she was, she just, like, steamroll. Because, like, her team is like, Annihilate is, I would say, like, the hardest one she's got. But even Annihilate can kind of get chunked out easy. When I got to glitch, I hop to the Psychic Gem when I finish the Bug Gem. Once counted. Not sure what you mean by that. Like, you meant the backwards jump hopping? Because you can do any gym in any order you want in this game. Yeah, with the you can only explore the entire game after 2 Titans have been defeated, but only other Titans are locked behind Titan progress. You can actually do any gym in any order you want. You can just make a beeline straight for the final gym. I was level 70, my Scarlet playthrough, and got steamrolled. What was your team? Yeah, because Aerie was not too big of an issue for me when I was, like, actually leveled for her. Granted, a large part of that, I would say, comes down to Skeledirge just being Skeledirge and just obliterating everything with just freaking yelling at it. That is my favorite thing. It just yells at things to get rid of them. Just freaking yelly face wave cannon. Skeledirge is the literal yelly face wave cannon. Skeledirge, Iron Valiant, Iron Thorns, and some others I don't remember. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like, your team is very, very frail. Your team is very frail, and it does not really possess much in terms of being able to smack her team outside of that Skeledirge, and Rage Fist would kind of obliterate you. Unless you already stacked up enough boost to be capable of one-shotting the thing at that point with the Shadow Ball. How did you get an Iron Valiant then? Do you have someone trade you an Iron Valiant and Iron Thorns? Because you can't get those. Oh, I mean, you could. Oh, yeah, it's a Union Circle hopping in. Yeah, because you can't get those until you beat the game without trading. Or, like, doing a Union Circle. Ah, Wonder Trade. Okay. Yeah, that was like, how did that, there's no way, how do you get those? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do a little bit of circling. And then we go here. Houndour. The other dark good boy. Yeah, this is what Masuda hunting always wanted to be. The ability to shiny hunt things while just walking around and hatching eggs. It is a fantastic change, and I welcome it. Oh, I remember that I had Hax Max Shiny Flutter Mane and Great Tusk. So you're just using like an all Paradox team. Paradox Pokemon are so good. I love them. I like their designs. Competitive performance-wise, some of them, their mileage may vary. But their designs are just fantastic. Hey, Ash, how you doing? Let me go grab that link. Let me go grab you that link, Ash. How are you doing, Ash? Hope you are doing delightful today. Finish the Titans. Yeah. Yeah, you can catch the Titans, the former Titans. I do like that deal. Like, yeah, it's just like, it's blank, 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 the former Titan. I like the little detail. Can we please get member hype in the chat? You don't need to do this, Ash. But welcome to the first tier of being a metal machine. I still have yet to figure out how to set up the sub box on this thing. The alert system does not work the same way as it does on Streamlabs. And we have moved over to OBS. I forgot what the future purple winged... The future purple winged... You mean Iron Jugulus? Iron Jugulus is actually quite solid. It finds a lot of use on rain teams because it can spam Hurricane. Lil Arsonist. Maybe levels is, but I think I should... Yep. Yep. Mistakes were made. Yeah, they are not as easy as you would think. Alright, nice. Thank you, man. Nice. I used to watch M&J TV. That was many, many years ago, though. I stopped watching him, I think it was like first year of college. I think, anyways. Maybe a bit into my second year of college. The Iron Jugulus. Yeah, Iron Jugulus is actually kind of good. Like, it's not as... I kind of don't want to say it's not as good as Hydreigon, but, like, it has a very different purpose than Hydreigon. Hey, Andrew. Yeah, its purpose is very different than Hydreigon. Hydreigon was meant to be a fast, broad-spectrum blitz machine, whereas Iron Jugulus is much more of a specialized rain sweeper. You know, where it finds a very, very fun outlet in hitting things when it's on a rain team. Generally with booster energy backing it up. Because, you know, booster energy into Hurricane into perfectly accurate is kind of cracked. Yeah, Iron Jugulus. Like, I mean, the only thing about Iron Jugulus I don't like is I don't like that it's not part Steel. I was honestly hoping it was gonna be like Steel Dragon, but nope. Nope, it's Dark Flying. Lame. With Mass Defense still only taking 8 damage from Blazing Torque. Jeez, from Blazing Torque. Yeah, like, the Torque moves don't really do much. Nice, Jays. Delightful. I'll have to go check that out. I'm at +4, I think. Nice. Very, very delightful. But also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. No, +3. Fine. Yeah, those things have a ridiculous amount of HP, though, is the Rev of Room thingies. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? My revive on Compso, because Bulwark targeted him. Yikes. Yikes. Wait, is that the scripted loss fight? Is that the scripted fight you are forced into losing? Or is that like the actual fight where you have to use Igno? Okay, it depends on which Torque move. Blazing Torque never really I found to be too damaging. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, Kayla. What's that? Okay, that's a Fampy. Yeah, that's the first one. Oh, before he had Friggy. Okay, I was gonna say, wait, you fight him before he gets Friggy? Right, yeah, you beat him, then he comes back with Friggy. Right. Yeah, honestly, Fossil Fighter is a great game. Like, criminally underrated game. It's very depressing. Was for me, they don't really have water or ground type. Yeah. Then Anarchist and the Fairy to count as a scripted fight or loss fight. I would not count the scripted fight as a loss, because, like, the thing is, when you fight Bulwark the second time, you are forced to lose. That people have actually tried to trick the game out with things like poison to beat Friggy. You simply can't do it. You can poison it, you can do all the damage you want to it. It will simply go down to 1 HP and stay there. It will never get knocked out. You cannot win that fight. So I would say the scripted loss does not count for a loss because, like, you're forced to lose. You literally cannot win it. You know, counting that as a loss, I feel kind of is against the point. Because it's literally unwinnable. Doesn't matter whether you win or lose against the fight that's yours. Yeah. Like, it's not only the closest thing, but, like, there's a similar thing that people have with a Sword and Shield, where in Nuzlocke, people don't consider the Peony fight to be, like, a loss. Because even though, like, you can lose in that fight, you don't get, like, blacked out. Because it's a victory independent fight. Like, whether you win or lose does not actually matter in that fight. Granted, I think that's a little bit cheating-ish. to, you know, just go to the, oh yeah, lose, and then to get like level 65s. I think that, nah, that's a little bit suspect. You shouldn't really be able to do that. But I know it's a bit similar thing. Well, level be rapid force used against hope. Ah, yes, that. Yeah, that's not a force loss. That's that you can actually prepare for. Yeah, Fossil Fighter is a great game. I really want to figure out some other way to play Fossil Fighters again, like a new series for the channel with it, because I love that game. But yeah, it's like it's one of those things where I'm still kind of figuring out stuff with it. Capsicid. I know the Capsicid. I do need to get my other Capsicid for that eventually. But why am I so tired? Okay. I think that this is probably gonna be the last batch of the eggs we're doing. I am kind of a bit clocked out of it at the moment. It's been a heck of a day. Like job interview. Yeah, because the words sound very, very similar, and also the microphone doesn't like picking things up right. But yeah, I think that these are the last eggs we're going to be doing today. I mean, this was still good. We got the MABOSSTIF, and we got the MABOSSTIF. The question is, who are we going to raid? Oh, I see someone hunting Tadbolt. I see a poor soul that is shiny hunting Tadbulb. The thing that we were hunting yesterday. I think they need the moral support. Yeah, we are... Yep. We are gonna raid someone who is shiny hunting Tadbulb. And that'll be fun. But we got both. We got our two shinies today. We got stuff and things, and progress was made. Tomorrow we're gonna have a Breath of the Wild series, which is gonna be fun again. And other than that, stay good, everyone. So, exclamation point raid. We're gonna go raid Eevee Queen. They are shiny hunting Tadbulb, the terror of the world, and I think they're gonna need all the moral support they can get. Cause I have hunted Tadbulb, and it sucks. See you guys next time. And let's go.